When you're looking at how to attract the right people, it's actually pretty simple. There's just 3 little steps. First thing you're going to do is you're going to focus on your message or your intention that you want to send to those people. Now, this might be something really simple. Like in here, I might just say, I'm Jeffrey Allen, and I want to connect with people that have innovative applications for energy work. So maybe that's my intention. But you could have a bigger intention too. If I'm launching a new product, I'm going to say, my intention is to connect with all the people in the country I'm targeting and offer them this product and get them to come and meet me wherever I am. And once you have this message down, your second part is you need to somehow connect with all these people. And I'm going to teach you a little energy trick for doing that. And then once you've connected, of course, then you want to deliver your message. The first thing you want to do is this focus step. And for that, what you're going to do is you're just going to imagine you're bringing your energy or attention right around your body. And so while I'm talking, you can just kind of practice this step right now. So just kind of draw your energy back and feel it around you. The second step where you're going to connect, and this is a little fun, is what you're going to do is you need to expand yourself to the size of the audience you're trying to reach. So in the exercise today, I want you to do just the connection exercise of how do I meet the right people right now. So today, for the rest of the day at A-Fest, how do I attract the people that are just the perfect people for me? And so for that size group, you just need to expand your awareness or your reach to about the size of this room. So an easy way to do that is to just imagine yourself kind of up at the top of the room, like up here, and you've got this 360-degree reach where you can kind of see all the people that you want to reach. Now, you could do this for a whole country, too. You could be above a country or above the entire world. It'll work that way, too. Now, once you've done that, you're just going to deliver the message. So in this case, you're going to just imagine from kind of the top of your head, your crown chakra, that you're sending that message out to all the people in the room. And then you're going to watch and see which people light up, right? And you'll just kind of notice little lights going on around the room, like, I saw 5 people light up that are the perfect person for me right now.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey Allen, and I'd like to invite you to my Psychic Training Level 1. This is a one-day workshop called Activating Your Psychic Abilities. It's the starting point for my 9-month training program for psychic abilities, my 12-month training program for mediumship abilities, and it's a great workshop on its own. The goal of this workshop is to give you all the tools and information and experience you need to start managing your own energy, to start seeing energy around you, and to begin managing your energy and your relationships with other people. We start with the hand chakras. I'll be activating your hand chakras, opening up your energy so you're more sensitive, and then you'll be feeling the aura of the people around you. And this is really fun because the first time that you feel an aura, you know that, wow, I can do it. I'm psychic too. I can see energy and I can feel energy. So this is a very exciting turning point for many people. We'll then move into working with the chakras. So you'll learn about each of the chakras. What is its function and how can you adjust the chakras for different needs? For example, if you're needing to give a presentation and you want to feel confident and look confident to your audience, how do you adjust your aura? How do you adjust your chakras? What do you do with your energy to make this happen? We also work with the energy channels in the body, so you'll learn to ground yourself into the earth in a very powerful way so that you can be strong and powerful and present in your body. And you learn how to bring earth energy into your body in a way that feeds you and helps to clean your chakras and keep your energy body clear. You also learn to work with cosmic energy from above, bringing it into work with the chakras to heal the chakras and to give you new information and new inspiration. And this workshop is working with very subtle energy and psychic abilities, but my goal is to give you very practical information that you can use in your day-to-day lives. Of course, this is a psychic training workshop, so we'll also be working with seeing energy psychically. First, you'll be doing this in a meditation, so you'll have your eyes closed, you'll be tuning in and learning to see and sense energy. I'll be working with you individually to help to activate your crown chakra and your third eye, so this is easier for you to do. You'll also be doing partner exercises where you're both seeing the energy in your mind's eye and energetically, and you're feeling it at the same time with your hands. Now this is really powerful because it gives you really good feedback that what you're seeing and what you're feeling is indeed real. This is great because without the feedback, it's very difficult to learn. And this workshop is very experiential. I try to give you all these experiences of your own so you can really learn and know that I can do it on my own. You'll also learn a powerful technique for healing your energy body, your aura, and your own chakras. Now this is really exciting and it's really important because if you want to learn to sense energy, you need to clean your energy body so you can feel things and hear things clearly. You can imagine if you had a very sensitive microphone that was really good, really high quality, but it was surrounded with a plastic bag and maybe another paper bag and it had some other stuff around it, it's not going to work very well. Your energy body is the same way. You've got very sensitive equipment, but usually people have a lot of old energy or a lot of other people's energy kind of congesting that equipment so you can't see very clearly. As we clear this out in class, you'll notice that your sensitivity automatically goes up and you're able to more easily feel things in your environment and within yourself. You'll also be learning a great technique for refueling your energy body. So when you're feeling depleted and down and you need more energy, what do you do to fill yourself back up so you're feeling vital and strong and full? You're going to learn a really cool technique for using geometry around the body to stabilize your energy body, to stabilize your emotions, and stabilize your energy boundaries. You're going to learn specific techniques for working with your energy body so that you can change the way that you relate to other people. Now this is really fun because you learn how to adjust your aura, how to adjust your aura boundary in a way that you feel very present regardless of what's happening around you. So for example, maybe you're on the train and there's a lot of people around you and you feel like you don't have your space and you're very crowded. You're going to learn a technique for managing that so you still feel good even in a crowd. Again, I'm trying to give you very practical tools that you can take home and use in your everyday life. And I like to do this because this type of experimentation where you're seeing energy on your own and playing with things and adjusting your chakras, this is really what makes the learning real for you. When you start experimenting in your everyday life, you notice, wow, I love workshops and they're great, but I can do this on my own too. I can just try things in my environment. I can adjust my chakras and see how does it affect my relationships. I can adjust my aura boundary and see how does that affect things at work for me. You can change your energy and really learn directly from your own experiences. And that's one of my favorite parts of this workshop is giving you that ability. I'm really excited about this workshop and I hope to see you there. I love sharing this information with you because this information is what changed my life in an amazing, profound way. And I think we've got just the right amount of meditation and workshops and lecture and working with each other and activation to give you that same experience too, to start you on a new journey that's going to change your life in an amazing, profound way. One thing I've seen in myself and in clients all around the world is that as this energy is increasing on the planet, our lower chakras are really opening quickly and letting the old stories out. So this is old past life things and old childhood things. Any stories that are stored in the emotional body are really coming out quickly right now. Now, this sounds like a good idea. We're all healing and the old stuff's coming out, and ultimately it is a good idea and it will feel good. But in the short term, it's been a little bit messy. So you may have noticed for yourself and for other people that it's really easy right now to get frustrated with people, get angry at people. What's happening here is that as this old stuff comes out of the chakras and out of the emotional body and the stories are coming by, it's really easy to get a little confused and think that this story is real and it's happening right now. Now, one reason this happens is that the emotional body is different than the physical or mental body. The emotional body doesn't have absolute identities for people. Like in the physical world, we have bodies. This body is Jeff Allen, this body is somebody else, and so on. But in the emotional world, identities are relative. So people don't have names, they just have roles relative to me. This is the person playing the dad role right now, or the person playing the bad guy role right now, or the good guy role. There's roles rather than strict identities or absolute identities. So the emotional body, it's really easy when an old story comes up, whether it's past life or this life in the past, or even kind of a future story you're imagining, it's really easy to sort of take one person and peel them out of the story, look around in your environment, and sort of slide a new person back in that you think fits. And this is happening because as this energy comes out, it's easy to believe that it's real. This thing is really happening. But the characters don't make sense. So quickly we pull them out and we slide in new people that match these relative identities. Now what makes this even more interesting is the emotional body also doesn't understand time. So everything is happening right now. There's no past and there's no future. So if something happened 20 years ago that you didn't like, the emotional body is still experiencing it today. If it's something you're afraid will happen in the future that hasn't even happened yet, doesn't matter. The emotional body will pretend that it's happening today. So a lot of this is happening now. A lot of people, myself included and you included, are projecting stuff onto other people, are imagining that their stories are real and it's a little bit messy and a little grumpy and there's a little fighting going on. So the way to snap out of this really is just first to understand your stories a lot of the time are just not real. I hate to break it to you, but it's just true. A lot of what you think is happening or you think other people are thinking about you is just stories. It's not actually happening. Now, when you realize that, you can stop for a minute when you're feeling something and ask yourself, I'm feeling angry right now, and it's true, I am angry. But the whole story about why I'm angry and who did it and what's happening, maybe that's not a true story. Maybe I'm making that up. Or maybe I'm projecting a true story from the past onto somebody in the present that doesn't actually fit. When you realize that, you get a little distance from that story, and you can ask the second question, which is really important. You can ask yourself, is this story interesting? So this story about the bad thing that happened and how I'm feeling and I'm angry and blah, 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 the story I've heard many times, is it even interesting? Because chances are it's probably not. Most of these negative stories or kind of trauma stories aren't even interesting to us anymore. Now, if it's not interesting, the cool thing is right now that the energy is moving really fast on the planet. All you have to do is just decide, I don't want this anymore, I don't need this in my experience, and just let go of your attachment to it. And the energy is fast enough now that it will naturally just flow out and move. And this is a little different than before, where we had to dig a little bit to get into things and get them to move. So I encourage you right now to take those two steps. When you're feeling something that you don't want to feel or feeling something that doesn't feel happy and good to you, ask yourself, one, is it real? And two, is it interesting? And this will really help you let those things go and just let them move out. Now, another thing that's happening with people as we move into this faster energy is that people are grounding their energy a little bit differently in time. So before, a lot of people like to ground their energy into the future and kind of think about future projects and so on. I'm one of these people. And some people like to ground their energy into the past. So really enjoying the past, reminiscing, or maybe reminiscing about good or bad things. And what's happening now is as the energy is changing and the old stuff is sort of coming out and coming loose, is that there's less of this attachment to future and past. People are really moving in toward the center. This is really cool because of these two things together, the getting into present time and the moving of the filters and kind of the old noise and stories, both of these are making it much easier to see people. So much easier to look at somebody and see who they really are right now in present time and how they're actually relating to us, rather than the story about what happened before, what might happen next, or maybe they look like this other person that you didn't like, and all this stuff that's really confusing. So as that all clears here and is clearing in 2012, we're getting the opportunity to really see each other more clearly and have better relationships with each other. Now, this is on a personal level. On a global level, the same thing is happening. So you'll see countries starting to see each other a little more clearly. Some of the old stories and old kind of long-term hatreds and wars will start to fade out, and people can make amends and connect with each other in present time on a much happier plane. So that's really exciting. I'm super excited to see the results 2013, 14, 15, and so on, as this energy really integrates into the way people are creating. It's going to be a very different world. And we're seeing this already in a little scale, but it's easy right now to focus on all the stuff that's sort of collapsing rather than focus on the new cool things that are building.